How will this woman find this food pantry to feed her family?
Finding help in times of need can be stressful and complicated. At 211, we help people navigate the complex web of health and human service programs, connecting Hoosiers to services like assistance for the elderly, emergency food and shelter, after-school programs, counseling, and much more.
Gleaner's Food Bank has had a long-standing relationship with 211. For many, many years, people that needed access and information about where to find food had to call numerous hotlines. Connect2Help has been invaluable in ensuring that people within our community know where to go to find the services during a crisis that's important to them. 211 is vital to our community and a tremendous partner within the community to help folks access food.
When my daughter got sick and I had to miss work, and I don't get paid when I don't work, so I had a whole week without a check. I was desperate. I knew I had to pay my rent, but then I didn't have any money left for food. I called the 211 center and they were wonderful. They were very kind, understanding, and got me to the food pantry, and my kids didn't have to miss a meal.
Connect2Help is one of the largest 211 centers in the country. In the President's 2011 State of the Union address, he highlighted a small company in Pennsylvania and quoted one of the employees who said, "We do big things." In my eyes, Connect2Help is a small company that does great things for the people in need in our community. The work 211 does is critical for those people needing a little help and for those agencies constantly trying to help more people with fewer resources. Our staff is exceptional and truly responsible for changing the lives of our callers.
Being a parent is a tough 24-hour-a-day job, so 211 is a natural fit for helping with issues of child abuse. This easy-to-remember, easy-to-use number is critical for those in crisis situations. Trained professionals are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That means that help is only a quick phone call away when a mother or a father need help to care for their child.
Thank you for calling 211. How may I help you?
Good afternoon, and thank you for calling 211.
The recent economic crisis has driven more people to need help with basic needs such as food, clothing, shelter, mental health services, and job training. For many of these people, it's the first time they've needed help and they don't know where to look or what is available.
Callers to 211 run the spectrum in terms of income, geography, and services they are looking for. It is clearly for the most desperate need, but is also for someone looking for daycare in a middle-income neighborhood or an upper-income family whose child has a drug problem and they don't know where to turn. 211 can also be for someone who wants to volunteer.
Gracias por llamar al 211. Mi nombre es Ruby. ¿En qué le puedo ayudar? Ok, ¿yo le puedo ayudar con eso?
When I'm asked for help, I always tell people to call 211. I'm so proud of the role that United Way has played to get 211 to the level of service it is today. However, we need more corporate, public, and philanthropic support for Connect2Help to make this service even better in Central Indiana. I invite you to tour the 211 Center in Indianapolis. When you see the thousands of people who are helped when they call 211, I have no doubt that you'll want to support this service and the local provider, Connect2Help.
I understand. Sure, I'll be willing to get that for you.
We at the Colts are able to do many things, but with 211, we can reach all of the service organizations and help in our overall commitment to this community. 211 is an easy number to remember that helps people plug into a system that can be pretty complicated. To know we're contributing to our community in this manner is rewarding, and we hope more corporations will support 211.
When my husband lost his job, we didn't know what we were going to do. We never had to ask anyone for help before. We couldn't pay our rent or buy groceries or even have enough gas to go anywhere. I didn't know who to call or if there was even help out there. I learned about 211, gave them a call. They were really nice and understood everything we were going through. They definitely helped us through some rough spots until my husband found another job.
211 is an important safety net which is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is absolutely essential for getting people to the help they need when and where they need it.
Please support Connect2Help 211. It's people like me and my children who are having a rough time. I don't know what we would do without 211.
Help is just a free phone call away for the thousands and thousands of people in our communities who right now in this day and age are struggling to survive. If you are in immediate need, call 211 now. Or for more information, go to our website, Connect2Help.org.
The partnership with Gleaners Food Bank and Connect211 is vital because it allows people to call one place and learn how and where they can access food resources. So it really does connect within our community.
When people have a need, they need to know where to go. And a lot of people don't know even where to start. And that's what 211 does. When you call 211, that's a resource. They stay up to date. They know what the resources are in this community, both through the philanthropic sector and through the public sector. And they can guide you through step by step what you need to do if you need to help. If somebody has lost their job and they've really never had to ask for help before, 211 is the place to start.
Mostly what people call us for is help with basic needs: food, clothing, shelter, employment, safe, affordable housing, shelter when they need it. But also it's for people who have enough money to buy food and pay their mortgage, but perhaps their child has gotten involved in drug or alcohol abuse and they don't know where to turn. Or perhaps their elderly parent is insisting that they stay in their home and they just need a little help to do that, and we can help provide the information about the resources that would be available to those aging parents, as well as helping someone who has lost their job, maybe needs retraining or additional education. We always say that the day a person has to call 211 is probably not the best day in their life. There's probably something going on that's making their life difficult, or they're in a very stressful situation. And when you cannot put dinner on the table that night, or you know you're not going to be able to pay your rent next month, that is an emergency. And so sometimes people think that they should dial 911 for that. But really, they should dial 211, because then we're able to talk to them about the situation and get them to agencies or programs that can help them with those situations.
I think for us, when we have a parent that we know is in crisis, we want to have confidence that when we're referring them to someone, they'll get the help they need. And knowing that 211 has such trained, quality professionals, professionals who really care about the people who are making those crisis phone calls, just means the world to folks at the villages and Prevent Child Abuse. I always say 211 is the 911 for human services. So everyone, every parent, every elderly person, someone who cares about someone that they can't visit each and every day, if we can just give them all this 211 number, we could know that someone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week would be at the end of a phone line to answer their question or connect them to the help, just as the name says, Connect to Help, that they need.